That's
So
actually mad when you
That's
think about
wild.
it.
What?
so here's some fun
Eyes.
facts.
Your
Your
ears
ears
line
line up
up
with your
vertically
nipples.
with your nipples.
Matthew.
Both my nipples. I've got four.
Yeah, you've got
I've,
four nipples.
I've actually got four nipples.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I've
Matthew.
not, they're not actual nipples. They're like where they would be if when we were like primates.
Okay, fair.
Yeah, that's
So
that for you.
here's my cousin.
I don't even want to
Here's
say
my
that.
cousin with some fun facts.
Okay, fun fact number 1. Your ears line up with your nipples. Fun fact number 2. A human can swim through a blue whale's veins. And last but not least, there is enough sperm in one single man to impregnate every woman on earth. So there you go. There's a free fun fact.
So there's more of the family. There's my cousin.
And here we are too.
And here's my sister and her boyfriend. So yeah, there you go if you want to know.
You're a burglar, but you're only stealing things that slightly inconvenience your victim.
After reading the comments you guys left, I'm starting to wonder what level of evil are you? Not the phone charger, but the charging blocks. The plate off the microwave. The straws on the Capri Sun pouches. Come on now, that's taking things a little far. I'm coming for the ends of everyone's Q-tips. An inch off one leg of every chair. The hell is wrong with you, sir? Toothpaste cap! Don't steal anything. Just pour small amounts of water inside of their ketchup bottles. Oh, I hate ketchup jizz. That's the worst. The wand. The women know what I mean. Yeah, we do. That's just fucking cruel.
Alright kids, we're gonna teach you how to hide a dead body just in case Karen takes it a little too far. Dispose of the hands and feet, that way the body can't be identified and you need to dispose of it in a separate location apart from the body. You can also put yogurt inside of the anus to speed up the decomposition process. If you must bury the body, make sure that you do it vertically because aerial searches are going to look for 6-foot-long disturbed patches of soil in the ground. Also, bury a dead animal about a foot above the body that you put in the ground. That way, when cadaver dogs are near the body, they're going to dig it up and find the dead animal first, and they're just going to think that it was a false positive and move on. Or you could just do it my favorite way. Take a boat to the bottom of a cliff and you take some chicken wire, strap the body to the ocean floor, that way the fish can eat at its carcass until it is completely gone. The reason that you would do it at the bottom of a cliff is because if somebody were to be tossed over a cliff, that body would later wash up on the shore, so they wouldn't be looking at the cliff side for the body. If anything, they would just be looking at the surface to see if it washed up on the rocks, and if it had not, they would be looking elsewhere. Also, because the waves crashing up against the rocks kicks up a lot of dirt, so the water's not clear enough for them to see the body down at the bottom.
What are you doing? We need to get out of here! If we don't stay and fight, the whole ship is going down! Dude, it already is. Oh, right. Oculus and simulation. Come on, we almost had that one. No, we didn't. From the moment you decided to attack instead of defend, we lost them. I'm sorry. No, don't be sorry. It's not like VR games is what's paying for this apartment. We lose another game and we get kicked out. Alright, I'll do better next time. No, don't do better. Be better. My operating system's good to go. Listen to my orders. Okay? Yeah, whatever. Commencing hyperspeed defense mode in 3, 2, what? Why would you do that?
Congratulations, you now have the world record for the fastest game won.
You were saying?
Today is Thumb Appreciation Day. Did you know that in the UK and Europe, we count with our
Technically, in a way, you can count up to 100 if you think about it. Because the way that you can count with one hand is if you do, because the way that you would you would usually count, sort of like in the UK, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But the way that you can do it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Meaning, if you start with this, is above 5. If you start with this, is below 5. So it's 1 or 6. So that's interesting. And with that, if you do tens and units with two hands, you can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And you can do that to 100, which is fun fact. Also thumbs. I don't know why I just thought that would be a fun fact. So yeah. A couple of news update. One, my math was off. I did 15 videos to cover 2 days, which doesn't math if I usually do 10 per day, and there was already going to be 10 in each video. So the reviews for those days are already done, so I'm not going to like double up reviews because I already did that on Friday. But for today and tomorrow, I'm just going to do 5 more each. Alongside the fact, I did record 3 videos. And all of them are going to count towards sort of like today's total. So I've already got 3 up. So yeah, that is the update.
I've only slept 9 hours over the past 4 days, so I'm right on the verge of a nervous breakdown. This isn't a bagel.
Okay, you two, welcome to a new time zone. Not knowing the differential, I don't know how much time has passed here. Right, we need to find out more about this ship.
On it.
No, Missy, you do it. Now, Dole, you come with me.
But I'm the computer guy, that's always me.
Sorry, she's cleverer.
She's more evil.
Same thing.
It really isn't.
No, it is a little bit soon.
Anyway.
Yes, thank you.
Now, Dole!
Okay, so I'm going to try this. I've tried it a couple of times. I just want to make sure it's somewhat decent. Salutations, good to be back on the air. Yes, I know it's been a while since someone was style treated how to a broadcast since rejoice. Instead of a clout-chasing video media podcast, Vox's interesting opportunity law between this fan and fan is definitely working and deciding to a new format. Is Fox as strong as he performs, or is it based on support? He be powerless without the other thieves. And here's the sugar on the cream. He asked me to join his team. I said no, and now he's pissy. That's the team. Oh, the TV's buffering. I'm afraid you've lost your signal. I'm not saying goodbye, I did try. I don't know why. I keep reminding myself it's wrong when I'm hearing the sort of like reading it. Because of the last video I did, so like me trying to sing like being gone, or at least part of it, and probably failing. But the one thing I found is interesting, and which is a natural thing, which is really interesting, is that I always thought it was like, and now he's busy, like, oh, and now he's busy, now he's doing other stuff around being like, oh, I'm busy. Also, I think I forgot these last, but besides the point, what video, okay, no, just rambling. But it's, and now he's pissy, like, oh, and now he's just pissing around, just doing stuff. And I just find it interesting, because I thought he, for the longest time, when I first heard the song, I was like, and now he's busy. Now he's doing other stuff. Like, who knows what he's doing? No, but now he's busy.
Unlikely chat-up lines. If I said you had a nice body, would you hold it against me? While I cry on your shoulder, I'm so lonely, God, I'm so lonely.
Damn it, Roger, get me the hell out of here!
I'm just gonna give you some time to cool off.
I'm gonna rip your head off!
Okay, so you need more time.
Ah!
So, Honda is just one of the shows I just find odd. The story is good. It's just one person who gets strong, but it's just, that's less. You do get dramatic moments, but because of how they're trying to do this serious, they have these serious moments, and then they're also trying to do like this sort of like looking like a harem sort of angle. It just gives me whiplash of like serious, not serious, not serious. But it's just a fun show, well, if you don't take it too seriously. So I do recommend it. It is odd, and it's just overall absolutely insane and absolutely 100% worth to watch. So yeah, go and watch it if you want to.
Unlikely chat-up lines.
You look like $1 million. Less impressive than you would have done 10 years ago.
Let's see if I can do this. 2, 1.
I got an appetite for gambling.
I got an appetite for sampling every drug and sex toy I can find.
Go ahead, baby, sing that song. Come on.
I got the hose left to the flower.
I sold my soul to save my power. Now I'm on that demon's leash.
I'm trapped in it, gets worse by every hour. You're a loser, baby.
Loser, but just maybe if we eat shit
together, things will end up differently.
Lose your self-loathing, excuse yourself, let hope in, baby. Play your card, be who you are. A loser.
You're a loser, just like.
I don't cook, I don't clean, but let me. Yes, I do the cooking, yes, I do the cleaning.
Let's try. Nope. Neither one. Okay. Da, da, da. Da, da, do. Good so far. Do, boo, do. Yeah, I think I did that well. That is just. If anyone could do that, that's impressive. So, that is awesome. That is all. But yeah, that is just so awesome.
What's the problem? Math problems. Oh, I can help you. Let me see. Alright, here's the easy one. What's 6 times 3? 6 times 3. I don't know. 6 times 3. I don't. 6 times 3. I legit don't know. 6 3. I don't know. What is it? What is it? Get your mom. Why? Teresa! What's the problem? Homework. What's 6 times 3? I don't know. 6 times 3. I don't know. What's 6 plus 6? Oh, 12. Now add 6. I don't know. What is it? What is it? Get your math teacher. Who? Mr. Patrick. Boom. What? Homework. I taught you this. What's 6 times 3? I don't know. Look, if Johnny had 6 times 3 amounts of this soap, how much this soap would he have? How much? How much? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I'm going to show you how to put this meatloaf in the oven and in just 30 short minutes. I burnt my entire house to the ground.
I don't know how this is going to go, so let's see what happens. So that is. I think I'm doing decently. Oh, whoever this is has a Mew, which is not good because. Choose a Pokemon from your team. Okay, I'm going to start off with Ninetales. Okay. So let's go Fire. Okay, that's not good. We both got one out. So let's go Ninetales again. Oh, I've lost another one. Okay, Muck. Okay, we're down. So let's go Muck again. Oh, I'm doing good. I'm trusting Muck. That was probably a bad decision. But you have 3 and I have 3, which is not great. Oh, great. That's not good. Scissors. Fainted. Scissors. Fainted. Okay, I feel like I'm not going to do well. Yeah. So, whoever this is, well done. So, yeah.
Sugar boom boom, I'm chasing dragon. This dragon's got my hand. Sugar boom boom, I'm robbing people, but I'm an honest man.
So, here's the thing. I've done this. The whole threatening people bit, the intimidation. I've been there, and I just don't care anymore. Some people have a bad day. I've had a bad life. If I want something, it's taken from me. If I win a fight, I lose the war. Threats only work on someone who has something to lose. But me? I've already lost it all.
Sometimes my wife gets mad at me for behaving wrong in her dreams. That ain't fair. I had a horrible dream last night. You want to hear about it? No, I'm going to tell you anyway. A grizzly bear was chasing me through the woods with his teeth. He was going to eat me. And you did nothing. You just sat there and you didn't do a thing. What was I doing? You were playing poker with a rabbit. That's what you were doing. And that's the thing. You would do something like that. You would play poker with a rabbit. Well, I was being eaten by a bear. Luckily, a giant unicorn came and saved me. With his laser horn. That's how I got saved, not by you.
I was getting coffee, and I like iced coffee with milk. Nothing crazy. And I went to order it. You know when you order something and the guy looks at you weird, and you're like, I'm pretty sure he doesn't know what I just said. But you're both touching the credit card, so you're just too far into it, and you're like, all right, let's see what he thinks he heard. And I go to the end of the counter to get my drink, and he gives me milk with ice in it. I had to ask him, I was like, what is that? He's like, it's milk with ice in it. And I was like, do I look like a psycho to you, dude? I've never drank milk publicly in the history of my life. I've never once in my life been in public and thought, you know what I could go for right now? I'd like a cup of milk. I'd like a cup of milk. I'd like to drink it out of a clear cup so other adults know exactly what I'm drinking. And I was also wondering if you could put a straw in it. Something I haven't done in maybe 35 years, and I thought we should do that again right now. And I was wondering if you could put milk in it and ice. And then, you know, that's something that I don't know if you're allowed to do. But I would like to try that now in front of all these people that I've never met before. Yeah, the bad part about this is it's happened twice. All right? And, the first time, that's a lot. That's a lot for it to happen. And the second time, you start looking at yourself. You start thinking like, I don't know if I know how to order. I'm not ordering correctly, I thought it was going to happen a third time. There was a third time, and she put the drink down. I was like, this is unbelievable. I was like, they're against me. But she just put too much milk into it. And she told me that. It was a very honest moment. She set it down. We're both looking at it. And she just was like, it feels like a lot of milk, doesn't it? And I was like, just looked at it. And I was, it's like, not as much as usual, but it does feel like a lot.
That lying, backstabbing. Sheesh. Is that you, Philip? You look disgusting. Oh, are you here to rub it in? Well, kinda. You did sorta, stab me. Why are you... Before you continue, your thoughts are loud enough. You don't need to say everything. I mean, your breath is like death. Like, whew, come on, man. Okay, well, why are you talking like Hunter? Well, you seem to be around him the most these days, so that's not too surprising. Why are you here? Oh, good question. How about we play I Spy? I spy with my dead eyeballs. Caleb. Something that starts with K. Ooh, the knife. There's a knife above your head. Wrong. I was actually looking at you because you're a killer. Well, I did it to save you. Don't you start doing that. I'm Philip. Shut up. I stab people. Oh, what a shocker. You can't touch me. Probably because I'm freaking dead. Hey, I saved your soul. You saved me from my 60s. You listen here. Up. Philip, the older brother's talking. No, I hate it when you do that. You probably shouldn't be talking then. Don't pull the power card on me. Oh, I was the one who started all of this in the first place. I had a plan. You have one now? Yes. Then share it. No. Why not? It's too ingenious for your tiny little brain to... Oh my god, you're gonna take over a child. How did you... It's your head. I'm just living here, dude. Well, get out. No. I know. I'll just stop thinking of you and you'll go away. So you still like grapes? Why aren't you gone? You are mentally unstable, little bro, which means I can live here rent-free. Well, anyway, yes, that is the plan, and it will work. Hey, yeah, it'll work just as much as the plan of killing me, right? Oh, wait. I'm done with this conversation. Stop that. I'm Philip, and I'm gonna go attack some children. Ooh, double whammy here, folks. No cash bonus for you. Oh, my hand! Aw, shame the arm didn't fall off too. You know, that's all the rage these days. I'd almost feel bad for him if he didn't stab me in the back. Would you please shut up? Aw, look at us, getting into old sibling fights, just like the old days, huh? The old days are gone. Yeah, you are so full of shit. Like, literally, what is that trail behind you? That is shit. No, it's villain slime. Bro, it's shit. Shut up!
Hello, it's nice to meet you. Can you tell me where I am? I don't know how I got here, but I think I'm starting to understand. I don't belong among the angels, and maybe that's just fine with me.
So we have this, and the reason why I like this is, obviously you have people who are more manipulative, but I love in this where it's just basically destruction. It's not like, oh, let's try and find a piece. No, destruction. Everyone's just going to end. The one thing I love about this is that you don't get like, oh, by the way, these people are like the better people, or this side is the more moral side, or you have one side better than the other. You have these two sides, and maybe like one side was like didn't have a choice. They had to do it. It was like a terrible choice. But like in this is like, they all suck. No one here is moral, because like even so you don't get like a person who's like, yes, I'm gonna try and do peace. It's like, nope, death, nope, war, nope, reincarnation, nope, trying to sacrifice people. I just find that insane, and so like, don't need to worry about who's gonna leave it. Okay, good. The fight's awesome. The way that magic works, so cool. Legitimately, there was one thing near the beginning where I'm like, wait, they're not going to. I was like, because you have that, you've seen stuff like that before, but the way they were going to do it sounds like they're going to do this sort of like, oh, but maybe not. But like, no, it actually happens. How you think? And then like, you have this sort of like, it's like, amazing sort of thing. It's cool. It is awesome. And I just love how insane it is. And how like absolutely mad. Like, you don't need to worry about sides. Everyone wants their own thing. You don't need to worry about like, it's like I'm rewatching like Classroom of Elite, where like, it's not the fact that like, because like morality, I agree with the protagonist, like, but you're essentially agreeing with, compared to everyone else, I'm not agreeing that this is ever a moral decision. I don't have, current events kind of making this seem like a very problematic view to point out. But I just love the idea where it's like, one character's like, no, beep it, gone. Obviously, there are problems with that viewpoint. Yes, what happened with these people is bad, but obviously a bit of the spoiler. He wants to like cause an extinction event of humanity, which again has this thing of like, maybe that's not the best thing, because yes, some people have gained like success from like the tragedy that happened, but maybe they like disagree with it. Maybe they knew the truth, they don't know how messed up it is, and obviously you can see in the show that someone's pulling the strings. It's just so insane, so cool, and just one of the most impressive things ever. So yeah, go and watch it.
I don't know if y'all heard about the tea that's been boiling over in the Dungeons & Dragons community. Basically, D&D's parent company, Hasbro, tried to strong-arm third-party creators into signing over their IP and force them out of business. D&D wouldn't be a fraction of what it is today without third-party content. So Wizards of the Coast, D&D's parent company, which is owned by Hasbro, puts out rules, content for the game, campaigns, classes, races, etc., which is great, but it pales in comparison to what third-party creators make for the game. The homebrewing community is huge in D&D, where people can basically just make up whatever they want, and as long as their game master is okay with it, it flies, which makes for a very vibrant and engaged community. People have built entire companies off of making third-party content for D&D, which was all made possible by the Open Gaming License, which was put up by Wizards in the year 2000. And the OGL, or Open Gaming License, made it possible for third-party creators to create content for the community without fear of being sued. Well, at the beginning of the year, Wizards tried to strong-arm third-party creators by simultaneously publishing a new OGL and revoking the old OGL. And the new OGL had crazy clauses, like requiring content creators who make above a certain threshold to pay Hasbro 25% of their revenue pre-expenses, and to just give Hasbro their intellectual property rights for Hasbro to do with as they see fit. Naturally, creators were enraged, but the amazing thing was to see the way that the entire community mobilized around them. Wizards of the Coast stayed silent for weeks, to the point that Paizo, Wizards' biggest competitor, actually announced that they were making their own open gaming license, which they're calling ORC, and they're putting it in the hands of a non-profit organization, kind of like the Linux organization for safekeeping. That way, people can create content for games and not have to worry about a company taking the thing away for their own profit. People started leaving D&D in droves, to the point that this week, Wizards announced that they're actually walking the new OGL back. The tea was scalding and Hasbro got burned.
Oh, you came to the wrong Minecraft server, bitch.
So, again, don't have my second iPad. If there's some things that I am going to watch, which for some days there might be, because again, for like ITV, Sky, if I watch something on Disney Plus, I'm not going to count it because I think I can watch it on TV, but I'm going to use my computer because iPad because I can take a fancy picture. But on ITV and other apps I don't have it, and I don't possibly bother to because I have my computer. And if I just do web searches, I will just not. For the time being, I don't think I'm going to watch much. I'm going to watch a bit of like Dimension 20 because it's a new series, and I don't review like Dimension 20 stuff for obvious reasons. That's more just people having fun, which I think is just amazing. But because of that, there'll be a couple of backups. Like Friday, that I've heard like it will be fixed sort of like Wednesday. Sort of. So for like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, like 6. Today I'm going to I'm watching Mars Singer today. So you're gonna get that reviewed. Alongside having like 13 videos, because I'm gonna do who I think this person is and if I was right, because I'm gonna go on and I'm gonna finish it off because why not? But yeah, that's gonna be my plan, and yeah, there's the update. There's one more favor I want to have that separately. It'll make sense, but I thought that would be interesting separately. So I said in my last updation that I had one thing, and that's simply an anime. And I know I could have put an last one. I just wanted to say something very interesting. So there's a lot of like shows that are like good or bad or in between, and you have like a lot of shows that a lot of people have a lot of different opinions on. But the one show, the one thing which I think makes a good show, like good to individuals. It's not like me talking about like this, is when you know a show, you love a show. It's if you're like, huh. You know, I haven't watched, and for me it was, I haven't watched Assassination Classroom, which is, I know it's not the actual name. I think it's called something else, but I know what it is, where you get like this person who's like unkillable, and is like, okay, could you kill this your teacher by the end of the year? And like the idea is so good, and I'm like, I need to rewatch it. Obviously I can't right now because again, not on my iPad that has Crunchyroll on it, and I don't know all like the passwords and such. Well, I do, but I don't want to like relog in. Laziness. I'm like, I could do it, but I'm like lazy, and I don't. But like when I get my iPad back, I've got a couple of things I need to watch first, which is good because then I can like put on the next episode and be like, yay. But like I'll be like really excited because I will be because I think I've watched it. Luckily, there's only 2 seasons of it, which is good. But I think I've rewatched both seasons 4 times. Yeah, 4 times. So yeah, a lot. But it's so good. So I absolutely, definitely recommend to watch that. It's not a review, just want to point that out. But yeah, I think that's the reason why when you get like really into a show where it's like, I'm going to rewatch it like 10 or 20 times. Oh, is the new series going out? No, I'm going to watch Assassination Classroom. Or whatever series it is for you. But, you know, that's why.
Why don't you let people see the good in you?
Because when people see good, they expect good. And I don't want to have to live up to anyone's expectations.
It's not a matter of whether or not you can stop me. It's a matter of how many of you I need to kill before I'm finished.
What did you do while I was gone today?
Committed atrocities beyond your human comprehension.
Damn it, Roger, get me the hell out of here!
I'm just gonna give you some time to cool off.
I'm gonna rip your head off!
Okay, so you need more time.
Okay, insert rod support A into slot B.
That's what...
If you say that's what she said one more time, I'm gonna pop...
So if you wonder why I'm doing this, is because the next couple of the next 4 videos are the last 3 contestant, which doesn't count for today, but I need to upload them anyway because I want my guess, and the Masked Singer. So, you know, I'm just going to be pause, play. So, this is a sort of cricket, and I think it's Lamar because, you know, if a lot of people say it, including one person who sang with him, that must mean something. So, you know. So it is Lamar. And this would be my second guess that I got correctly. But I think, like Weather, which I also got correctly, I only got it correctly because I think enough people realized, oh, it's this person. And I was like, yeah, I agree with them. So I'm still technically wrong too, but I'm like, I don't think I'm proving I'm smart. I just know when to believe people. So yeah. Same thing again, Alex Brooker. I love I write, and I am gonna probably like show in videos like how much I have written down, but it turns into I have written down all of this information, but because I don't actually, again, most of my things are YouTube. Hence why I think my only independent guess was like an online creator once for someone, I don't know. I think there was one person where I was like, this person, I was like, it was wrong anyway. A lot of these people are like big time, and a lot of the stuff are like, I don't watch. I listen to YouTube music, YouTube this, so Alex Brooker, I don't know. And again, with the other one with cricket, I'm apparently good at telling when someone else gets it right, but not me. Because it is Alex Brooker. I feel like it was probably just spelled out enough, so I just guessed that. So, you know. Because Davina and the person who sang with Piranha said it, Donnie Wahlberg, I would say, is where I put my answer. So, yeah. So, it ended up being Danny Jones, who I don't know. Legendary McFly singer and guitarist, which I did put guitar, but I don't know. That was my guess, and I got 3 out of like 12 right, and most of them was me just guessing the popular vote. So, you know, I'm fine with that. I feel like that's for season 5, 3 out of 12. It's terrible. It's like probably a failing grade, but most of them were like me taking a peek, so I failed anyway. So I'm reviewing Masked Singer, but I know usually I'm like, oh yeah, I'm having my reviews. I'm just going to I'm maybe gonna make a separate video looking at each individual one instead of just scrolling past. If you want to just pause every so often, I'm probably scrolling enough that you should notice. Most of the time I did guess what they were guessing, but you know. Also, ignore the typos. I can't spell apparently anything, including the word rhino. Yes, that R-I-N-O is my attempt of writing the word rhino. I only write it in there because I thought it might be connected because there was a previous character who was also named Rhino. But I don't think that had any connection and I was overthinking it. As far as I'm aware. But yeah. I also split it within episodes, so I know what episodes. I also wrote, like, what they did. I think, like, if I went to cricket, and they did, one of the last things the cricket did was, the previous members said this name. I wrote down, like, oh, here was the reference that we had, here's the story time one. So, yeah. Yeah. So I had... that was my notes on, like, Mask. See, I know this, I think this is, like, America. Or is it? No, I think it is. Because none of these characters exist, and it uses the American, and I think that's, yeah, it's on Fox. But this is, I'm just going to use this for the time being, because it shows the same thing, Season 5, Mask Singer of the UK. And I think this season of Masked Singer was just the best. It was so fun. It was so creative. And I just thought it was really good. So, if you haven't already watched it, obviously you watch it all in one. Why would you watch one episode a week if you don't need to? Do watch it. It is insanely fun. It's on ITV. So yeah, absolutely go and watch it. It is way worth it.
Can I get a video that has the exact same amount of shares as it does comments and likes? Well, you know what? That's up to you guys. So if you see it on your For You page and you see that one's a little bit off, fix it. Please, please, come on.
So, sort of a bit of an update with doing this. I did a test video, and I might do a couple more, even if the test fails, where I watch a lot of YouTube, and I'm like, oh, this will be funny. This will be funny. Where you sort of, because I use sounds with this, I did one from Lightning Bliss's video, and I fully know it's from Lightning Bliss, and I fully will acknowledge it's not my voice. I would like to point out, if I do speak with this, I don't really think you can hear me. I can hear me, because my ears are here, but I don't think you can. So if none of you got that, it's basically I don't think you can hear through this. If you do, well then it's better than I thought, because I've heard my videos without on and it sounds terrible. It sounds like I am it sounds like you cannot hear what I say. It sounds like this, because obviously I'm just being muffled by, this is quite thick. Obviously this bottom part is not anymore. It's a bit less thick and might break, so I might put tape on that or something. I don't know. It's coming to back there. It's just a bit wet, probably with water and salt, because like if I sneeze in that, I'm like fuck it. But yeah, I might try sort of doing a 5-on-5. I don't know, just testing it out. It's just one thing whereas like I might want to try doing a couple of like YouTube shorts. On YouTube, you won't have a title card because shorts don't allow that, which is annoying. But, you know, it'll still be in the playlist, and it will have a title here, so. On the textile side, you will still get, like, you see my fingers all the same, this, that. But on YouTube, it won't have that. If it goes from TikTok to YouTube, it will still have that because I just put it in, but I don't know why YouTube is like, you cannot have any. I don't get it, but you know. So I play this game. So yeah, welcome to my TED Talk. I don't know what this game because it's this. I don't know why my thing won't read. So I'm just gonna lower the brightness here. Right here. I have no idea how to pronounce it. But you do this thing where you do the story mode, which gives you more points. It goes to help develop your village, which helps overall this little score, which again just helps sort of like, and you also get restaurants, which I've got a lot of gems for, And again, it's all simple. It's all just like, you get this, you get this, you get this. It's a game which is basically endless. You can also do stuff in here, including, like, my guild that I set up. If you want to join it. So, but that's not the point. That's not the point that I'm trying to say right here. What my question out of all of this is one of the features is you can sort of like, you have this family and you go out with a couple of people, which one thing which is from like these like people you can like date, apparently you date all of them at once. I don't question that part because it sounds very weird. Definitely because like it's all mostly looking like, I think, because there's no like things, there's like she have they them things. They all look female, but that's not my question. That's weird, but that's the industry. They like do that, I guess. Like they think the sort of like people playing this might be male, so they're not gonna do, because there is one which I'm not gonna lie is the one that I'm most interested in, which is male, which is this one. But that's not the point. What is the point is you have this area here where you have sort of like kids with like the partners. 1, 2, 3, you have 4, you can get 5, but you need level 35, which I'm only on level 34. So like one more level, I get like, you get 5. You get to educate 5 kids at once. Which, my only thing with that system, and the one thing that I find confusing out of all of it is, why can I, in a way, like, even though there's 1, I can go out, like, you can have, like, your character be set as female and go female, female, or male, or male. But why can't you just be like, oh, I have, like, some, kids who want to, like, go out to the world and, like, see a partner. Why can't you make them gay? I know it's not important, and it does nothing, because, like, I've never had a situation where it's like, oh, well, he didn't find anyone. You always have, like, this ongoing thing with, like, matchmaking where, like, your sort of, like, child in these games will probably find someone. But why can't you make them gay? I don't know if that's a setting option. Like, I wouldn't be surprised. Like, press this setting option to make them this. But, yeah. Because if you look at the union, you can see all of these are straight. And you do get, like, what is referred to as workaholics, which I feel like is offensive. If you don't want a partner, that's not a problem. Which, you can do both. You have a couple of males, you have females, so you can do, like, both male and female for, like, don't want a partner. But you can't, on here, have in here both male or both female. So there's my question. It's not me being like, cancel them. It's my question of like, why? Just why? I love the game, it's fun, it's actually weird, but why can't I have the children in the game be gay? I don't even, yeah, they're obviously adults by this point. Let's see, yeah, because you can see they have these sort of like more adult appearances, if you can see. They do have this sort of like adult, these are the 2 people who are graduated and are still looking for partners. You can see that they are adults. So it's not like I'm being like, let's do it to kids. Pedophilia. No. They are adults. Because they are, as you can see here, the whole point of this sort of like marriage thing is that you can get more money. Which sounds very absolutely not what marriage is, but that's besides the point. But you can see that they get income. So they do have enough, they are adult enough to sort of like have a job and be ready for marriage, yet LGBT is off the table. That's my only gripe of the game. The other parts are just fun and interesting and really creative. We're definitely like what each like thing does and like what it has the effect. And it's so creative. Because you also have these, which all of these designs I think are really fun, and I have quite a lot of them. It only goes up actually to there. So I have 44 followers, and I think 44 followers and 40 family. So a lot. But I just find it's fun and entertaining. And just crazy. Just outright crazy. Like, it's just so imaginative. But why can't, when the sort of like children graduate into underage jobs, why can't you make them gay? Again, it's not like the biggest thing. It's just like, why not? Yeah, the reason why I'm a bit distracted is because sometimes when you put stuff like green screens up, they're like, here's an audio bit you can play with the filter, which makes sense because sometimes you do, like, you want to play like a filter game but you don't have anything to say, so you just put a random sound. And the one thing that they put in the green screen is just You, the song. I don't know what it's called. I'm just going based on what it was on there. And it was like, You. And I just like that song because it's just like it's just like a feeling like you. I don't know why. I also like the animation. I always forget what the actual thing's called, but it's like where you have like a person who was turned into a vampire by another vampire who might have problematic problems, and it's all about like, oh, you're horrible, so you. I also like the other one where it's like scratching and the noise, and it's like the da 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 da. It's like really like a sounding really dark song, but it's a really also good song. Why do I like songs which are about like, here's songs about how we're terrible and how we need therapy? Because like that song's like, oh yeah, it's like the creaking, and it's all about like, oh no, I don't like this because it's quiet. Anyway, to the point that I actually want to do. Currently at the moment, usually I record, and this is not my actual job. I usually would have another job, but the problem is, since like I left my job I left my job to pick up a content creator. No, like I respect people who are content creators, but one, my dad would just tell me for everything, and two, I don't feel like I can do it. Like you have to be hustling and bustling like every day, and like no. You see my TikToks. I skip days outright and then just come back later. I put them on a placeholder. So I'm not planning to become a content creator. I respect anyone who can do it. It's fully respect. Like even Matt Pat at a certain point is like, 10 years, I'm retiring, which is sad. And I haven't mentioned it because like I'll just be like, I feel like he was my childhood. I watched Film Theory every single beginning. I watched Game Theory, I think from like, I think Mario's a Psychopath, I think it was my first one. It's just so weird. Game Theory, Mario's a Psychopath. It is good, it is good. And the video just makes sense if you watch it. So trust me, I'm not going insane. But the one thing that, for me, I worked, I think I mentioned this once or twice before, and like some people have noticed me at Fort Park. And when the season ends, which is November, which is why I'm like, because you know it's November, and I was posting less because it was basically, if you do Friday night, you work until like 10, and I ain't coming back and be like, 10 more videos? No. I hate doing that. So I recorded less, and then recorded on other days I didn't work, besides AIs, and I'm like, I can upload this, it takes like 5 minutes. But not the point. What I am trying to say is, as a sort of in total, the one thing that is important to me is to acknowledge is that since November when I left, Halloween, I haven't had a job. I've been trying to look, it's been hard. And definitely for December, I didn't do as much as I should have. And it's getting sort of like January, March, and it's been getting a bit stressful for the time being. And I know I'm like, you can't do, well, you can. I'm about to like say one thing that could like help calm me down. Because at the moment, I'm just sort of like, I've got a couple of things I've got and I need to pay for. Not rent. I'm not going to be like, I have rent. No, I live with my parents. And it's like, I am still trying to look. It's hard. And I was trying to do be an extra. But like the fact, again, hustle and bustle. And I can't do that. Is just, it's just, at the moment, I'm like, it's hard. And I know I'm just trauma dumping and I hate it. It's terrible. But I am going to point out one thing. But like, I've been holding on this for a while. And like, I could do this. Like, I don't think it's, like, rude or disrespectful, but, like, I could do this, and it would be helpful at the moment, because I could put it into my savings. And I know the things I'm putting a subscription into is absolutely meaningless and pointless, but because it, like, does help me calm down, like, keep myself calm, and overall, like, most likely, I don't know if I'll be continuing this when I get a job, because, again, this is not my job. So if you see here, this is like, there's a thing on TikTok where it's like TikTok page, link in tree, which you can click. You see all of this, and you might notice a couple of them make sense. You have my TikTok, Mad War, my reviews, which is becoming just basically, I just upload anything on there. It was originally just, I was leaving it as reviews, and because I haven't edited this in a while, it's just reviews where I upload it onto TikTok now, and I have both of them to use. I used to try and do live, but maybe I don't. I might try and get back into it because that could be like useful when I connect to two things that I am gonna mention, like maybe every Saturday doing it, because I could spend like a couple of hours of one night to do something. And then you have Facebook, which I don't get anything of because I don't. And I used to have a Discord, but I got locked out of it. I might use this to create another Discord and get myself back into it, but I don't know. I might delete the Discord feed. But if you see down here, you see a couple of logos, and this one here. And if you know well, this is Patreon. You might think I haven't said that I've got a Patreon, but I do. So, yeah. I know this is mostly going to be American, so £1. I don't know how much that would be. But because this would help sort of like calm a couple of things down and like help me be more calm, that could be useful if you want to. If you don't, just ignore this. This is not me being like, please give me money. But this is just like, while I'm just not having a job and I'm so looking to get a job, this could help just like calm things down. Again, I'm not looking for like rent or food. I'm not going to be like, if you don't pay me, I'm going to be homeless. No, because if you feel like there's other people who are more deserving, great. That is far more worth it. It's not even a thing that, like, with this, like, I might, like, set up a thing where, like, maybe do, like, if I could figure it out, like, Patreon-only streams. I don't know. I most likely won't. So that you won't get anything statistic besides, like, if you post sounds on here, like, sound ideas or, like, things to stitch, maybe I'll look into it and, like, yeah, I could do that. And that would be something that I could look into. But this is just like, yeah, I know this sounds stupid, so yeah.
Okay, so funny enough, I go through like purge phases. I don't go out, murdering people. I just binge watch all the Purge movies and the Purge show. And I've thought about this, like, what if MHA was, the Purge? Do you know how dangerous that would be? With quirks? Like, just imagine All Might participating in the Purge. And then the villains probably wouldn't even need to be villains anymore. They could be like, all right, just wait for the purge, motherfuckers. Okay, now I really want to make a skit about this. Dare I make a skit?
What the hell was...
It's time to go to HarmonyCon, Blissey.
Wait, what are you doing?
There's no point delaying the inevitable. Let's go.
No, I'm not going!
Yes, you are.
But my merchandise!
Is already at the hotel.
Help! He's taking me hostage again!
Resistance is futile.
Let me go!
Stop it.
Save me!
This is what you chose to do for a living. You have no one to blame but yourself. Now go make a profit like we know you will.
Senseless slaughter of our people.
92.
This has gone on for too long, and now you're going to pay.
355.
What are you?
No, go on, continue, don't mind me.
And we are the ones who will stop you.
Ooh, wow, 419.
That's it. What the hell are you doing?
Oh, sorry, it's a little hobby of mine. I hear these heroic speeches so wearily often, so I started making a mental list of how many times I've heard certain lines.
You insane bastard.
190.
Yeah? Well, we're going to f your face!
Oh, my!
What are you doing on the floor?
Being comfortable.
All right, come on, get up.
Oh, I don't want to go.
Come on, man. What are you, 5?
Insane.
Well, maybe you shouldn't make so many damn flip notes.
In Orlando. Well, let me tell you the one thing I cannot stand about Disney World: people who bring their baby.
So, I know this is an old video, but one thing that came to my mind, I think it came on my For You page, I don't know why. I don't know how I found it, but like, I re-found this again. But the one thing which I would like to point out, my dad, I think, took me to Disney when I don't think I was 3. I think I was, because my sister was sort of like 1-ish, and I was like 3, 4. I don't know exactly how old. I don't know if she was 2 or not. That's besides the point. But like, she was like, "Oh yeah, we took you to this Disneyland, and we took you when we were like, you were 4." And I was like, yeah, and there's this time where you went on this, like, there were certain things about, like, a certain ride and me going on it sometime. That's why I think I'm, like, 4. And then I'm like, I think I might be 3, 4. And then I'm like, I don't remember any of it. So, don't take...
Hey, it's me. Prove it. You're a dick. Okay.
It's my TARDIS.
Our TARDIS.
And it's right in the middle of a city full of Cybermen.
They are all coming here.
And it doesn't work.
Because?
I landed here. I had trouble taking off.
The black hole.
Too close to the event horizon.
And you screwed up. You went too fast.
I blew the dematerialization circuit.
Which reminds me, a funny thing happened to me once.
What?
A very long time ago, a very scary lady threw me against a wall and made me promise to always, always carry a spare dematerialization circuit. I don't remember much about her now, but she must have made quite an impression.
You know you basically have me to thank for this.
You're welcome.
By the way, is it wrong that
Yes, very.
You're not gonna shoot me? Not on her TARDIS, think of the best.
Just in case you're wondering, all this I'm messing with your mind chat. I've heard worse on a Friday night in Sheffield.
Can I let you in on a little secret? I ingested the Siberian, the battle AI of the Cybermen. I'm so many steps ahead. I can see it all, right through to all our ends. I'm sorry, yes, this is going to be very, very painful.
In your dreams, mate.
Unit will keep you under armed guard while I get rid of all the mesh you've been scattering around the place.
Whatever you want. I'm in her head. Is that I'm in your head, dear?
Let's go. So I've got this. 2. Maybe 4. 5. The eggs, 8. Rosie, I'm gonna put as 3. Set punches, 6. Oh, dude, I'm just gonna put Husk up there and hope. Yep, I would have put Emily, but I didn't get Emily, luckily, so that game would have put in Husk up there made so much sense. So here's my 10. I might try to do it now, because why not? Charlie, I'm just gonna put more 5. Alistair, above Charlie. Fat Nugget. Don't know you. Yes! I'm gonna maybe do a couple of Vox. You know. He's nice. I don't know. Rosie, 6. Egg Boys, Angel Dust 2. So yeah, I just like doing this. This is just fun. I've got a couple of this. 4. 5. Ooh, 3. 6. Maybe this will be the last one. Yeah, I think this will be the last one because I already got everyone. No. Loot. I don't know. Glad I got that there. That's the only space I've got 3 lists that you have. So, you know, that was just fun and create chaos.
Put your finger down if you know this song. The Living Tombstone Edition.
Chain still, eyes closed, let the world just pass me by. Paying bills, nice clothes.
Tracer.
I'm already Tracer.
What about Widowmaker?
I'm already Widowmaker.
I'll be Bastion.
Nerf Bastion.
You're Renzo Winston.
I wanna be Winston.
Shooting mercy.
I'm a gonna any kind of server.
Discord, I'm howling out the moon and sleeping in the middle of a summer afternoon. Discord, whatever did we do to make it take a while?
So I'm watching a series. Or more specifically a YouTube video. VH1 by this creator, and just give me. And there's a scene where this happens.
Alex, can I talk to you over there for a second? Sure.
So, I would like to ask simply one question: Is that Alex committing murder or suicide? Because that is basically a copy of herself. They gloss over that fact. These are sentient copies of actual people. And where did the copy of the actual, like, supposedly, this person here, who is a copy of an actual model, is sentient enough to sort of like count as like being sort of like human? Do they just like make sure that doesn't exist? Does that count as killing her? I don't know. But when I watched that moment, I just thought of that, and I just wanted to make that. So, you know, I don't know if that counts as that. I don't know. That's a thing.
TJ, why don't you take out your sketch pad and draw yourself a detention slip?
I'll show you a detention slip.
Thank you. It's exactly what I wanted.
That backfired.
Make a mistake, Murph. Make him stay, Murph. Don't let me leave, Murph. Don't let me leave, Murph. No! 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 No!
It was you.
Can't beat 20, I call count. We all know that I'm the queen of this filter, and I'm gonna get 100, if not over 100, and get gold, and do it with my eyes closed. Watch and learn, people. Watch and learn. Absolutely no one can beat me.
Take them when they're old enough to remember it. Because, like, Disney isn't cheap. And, in my opinion, if there's, like, something where you're like, oh yeah, I need to put, like, a small loan on my house. Yeah, I know it probably isn't that expensive, but probably is, and I don't know. To actually take kids to go here. Probably take when they remember it, because if not, you're basically taking two sort of like objects that down the line won't remember when they become actual people who can remember stuff. I'm not saying babies are objects, it's just that they don't remember anything. Again, my own experience of like my dad taking me to, like, I don't know if it was Disneyland or Disney World, but both of those are expensive. So take it when they can remember it. Because I did this whole thing with, like, a stage, and it's like, I can't remember it, so why do it?
Perfect. Oh my god. Isn't it great?
All I'm going to say is this looks so absolutely cool and awesome. And that's it. I just wanted to...
Beans, the magic fruit. The more you eat, the more you need. The more you crave, the more you lose. Sell yourself for ancient leggings. Sacrifice and toil and die and be reborn for the eldritch beast. Steal and plunder, kill and eat. The more you eat, the more I cannot escape.
To pay for your... What are you doing?
Got bored. Fuck you. I'm leaving.
But you're not supposed...
Fuck your shit and fuck hell. I'm suction cup man.
You can't just leave. You died.
Death can suck my ass. You can't kill me.
But you died.
But I'll get out.
Still died.
You cannot deny that you trespass on my tower almost every day. You cannot deny these
Okay. Make sure it's on low.
You should post on TikTok 10 times a day.
I don't know why, but when I saw this, because this comes on... Because I don't usually watch For You, because usually when I'm watching stuff, I'm waiting for, like, a video to upload. So I'm usually on my following page, because if you upload videos... is... Okay, when you upload videos, it jumps to the following page, which I don't care. But anyway, the one thing that it came up with this, like, where you have to say, so when it's more towards, a little bit towards bad advice, was like, upload 10 videos per day. And then I'm here looking at my books being like, 10, 15, 15, 10, 10. I'm like, I upload 10 videos per day. And it's like, it's a little bit bad advice. I'm like, am I doing this wrong? So yeah, I was just...
Definite period. I mean, she has always wanted to be a teacher. She just couldn't because she had to do laundry.
There's a lot of laundry, so...
I know she'd do a wicked good job.
Okay, listen, how about this? You hire her, and the next time there's an anti-drug assembly and they ask for questions, I will ask a question.
Teddy, don't. What are you,
Quiet,
crazy?
John, quiet! I will ask a question of the speaker.
No one has ever asked a question at assembly.
I will ask one.
A real question?
Yes. Not like a, can we see your nipple kind of question. Like a real one.
Like, how can I help ensure my school remains drug-free?
Like, who should I tell if I suspect a peer is on drugs?
Good God. Teddy, no,
Shut
it's
up,
not worth
shut
it.
up,
They're
this
gonna...
is for Susan!
You have your deal. And may God have mercy on your soul. Now get out of this office before I kick your ass myself. Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
There's no need to be afraid of me. I don't bite.
Yeah, but do you stab?
I don't bite.